the chess world is on storm.
Is on fire.
Is on fire.
Is on
fire to
firestorm.
E6.
Yeah.
So Magnus Carlsen got defeated by an Indian boy,
Gukesh
Dommaraju.
Dommaraju.
Dommaraja.
Yeah, Dommaraju.
The king. And it was great because Magnus Carlsen is known as the #1 Norwegian world chess genius, 10011. Hot wife, just saying.
Yeah.
And
Who, Magnus Carlsen?
Yeah, hot wife.
I bet,
Oh, yeah, so hot. And he's just the most famous guy from Norway right now.
Yeah.
And he got beat up.
He needs to get some buckle fat surgery, though.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
The cheek.
It's like we could still see what a fat kid you were once upon a time, bro.
But nothing's worse than like working out and only your face still looks like Alvin from the Chipmunks.
Yeah, dude.
Bro.
He punched the table. God! He had like his own Elon-style autistic outburst at the table.
At this point, I think everyone in Europe is autistic. I'm just assuming that.
I think so.
They're all like, hey, yes, we'd like to have some sex together. Everyone's autistic in that place.
Northern Europe.
You're in Northern Europe, yeah. The wind, it just makes the neurons go slower. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So he lost. So basically, it was like this Indian kid, right? Just classically the type, the chess player type, unshaven, just sort of like super genius looking thing. He had lost 2 matches.
Yes.
In this tournament, he was already on the low.
Yep.
He was losing this match to Magnus. He was on the ropes. Came back, threw down,
won.
dude. And then I was hearing the narration. Some Indian lady was like, and then they're doing this and doing that, and then Magnus loses. Oh,
it was like soccer. It was like Spanish soccer channel. Like, oh, checkmate,
dude. They're also freaked out by the thing, as if for the chess world, this is like being Harvey Weinstein. Like this, wow,
dude. The clip of that moment is fucking amazing. Because Gukesh, by the way, this kid is a fucking little G.
Yeah,
you know. Capital G, Gukesh.
Stay locked in.
Stays locked in, and like he's in the suit, and I'm like, this is the guy.
Yeah.
You know, and here's the thing: is I see a lot of chirping and harping all over the internet by Indians and Browns in general, who are just like, "Why aren't we considered manly enough? Why aren't we considered manly enough?" Because their whole model for masculinity is American, right? Is like Western. Like, no, you have to have fucking the traps, the pecs, the biceps. You got to be big and muscular.
Yeah.
But that has never been the model of South Asian Indian masculinity.
Never, especially South Indian, especially.
Right.
There's one that's Salman Khan. That's like he's the only guy that plays into that.
But that's Bollywood, right? Bollywood takes their cues in many ways. It's very downstream in some ways from what's happening in the West. So it's like, yeah, we all got to get jacked. But look at Amitabh Bachchan. He was just a skinny motherfucker.
Yeah.
He was just a skinny guy.
And South Indians really talk that talk because everyone who was famous, Rajinikanth, Kamal Hassan, all these guys looked like sweaty fucking dhaba owners, right? So
it was all about the riz.
All about the riz, right? You're the only thing thick should be your mustache.
Yes, exactly.
What? You have a 12-inch penis?
Exactly.
Get out. Where is the mustache?
Exactly.
What? You dumb fuck.
Did you hear Venu Gopal has 9 inches? They're like, they're talking about his mustache.
That's just the thickness.
9 inches uncut.
Unshaven and uncut.
Girthy mustache.
I guess like the legendary South Indian is a man whose mustache for so long and like tied back.
That's like Veerapan, remember?
Yeah,
Veerapan had the LOGs. Like,
dude, he was in all types of forests.
Dude,
you know what I'm saying?
He was all up in the bush, dude.
All up in the border.
All up in the bush.
Between outside and pussy.
BME, buddy. Big mustache energy. That's what it's about for Indians, dude. And that's the thing. That's why I respect that. That to me is the model of South Asian masculinity, is the Gukesh. This guy, you know what I love about him? Before every match, he does like a quick meditation. Yeah. And he gets on the board. He pranams the board.
Beautiful.
Shows the respect to the board, and then boom, 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 keeps his composure.
Magnus is a similar thing. He's like, life is just molecules.
Yeah,
and then he goes in himself.
It's true.
So I do love the South Indian model. Have you seen like Padayappa? Have you seen like these old school? No. Bro, my boy was Mallu, so he just always showed me all this like Onion and Padayappa, all these like old school South Indian films. Bro, the main story they love, bro, it's like a poor guy who's mistreated, who fights his way into the higher levels.
Yes.
So everyone in Bollywood is like a rich bitch, and Vishnu Vakka, our boy. Yeah. When I have my video against the South Indian names, he's like, North Indian names are shaven and gay. The North Indian actors are all shaved and gay, and that's the way they look at it. Like, oh, you showered, you fucking F word.
He said shaved.
Yeah.
He said shaved.
Shaved and gay. You know what I'm saying? So the idea is like, this guy was unshaven. This guy was just like gnarled up. He was like all like, wearing a suit that was like too big for him. It was just like, who gives a fuck, right? Yeah. Tailored is for gay, dude. Yeah. Taylor's a girl's name. Yeah. So he goes in, and then when Magnus, first of all, the video shows him like walking around. He's a little angry.
Yeah, he's fucking.
DK Donkey Kong, and then our boy Dommaraju, hits the bell. Ding.
But the best, what I liked was the handshake, because Magnus is just like, Gukesh he gives him one of these. Put out your hand. Yeah. He's like. Like he was feeling the passion, you know what I mean? But he was like, keep it cool, baby. Keep it cool, baby. Keeping it cool, baby.
Bro, I was so happy to see this. I was just blown away. Everyone saw it, by the way.
My whole algorithm is now corrupted by chess because I watched so many videos about it.
Yeah. Dude, I got into it. I got an account on chess.com.
Did you? Yeah. Should we start playing chess?
Dude, it's going to be a whole different thing.
It's going to be a whole thing.
Bro, I would do it. I think we'd like chess.
I think I would love it, dude. Yeah. I would love to do it. I feel like that's a perfect next phase for our competitiveness, too.
It used to be just like Taiwanese fighting. Yeah. Thailand fighting. I'm down to start a little chess.
Yeah, let's do it. But this is how it happens, right?
And we can't shave anymore.
We can't no more shaving, dude.
Our clothes can't fit. We don't shower.
Dude, he looked good. But that's the thing, right? Here, I want to get back to my point. Gukesh, he's not all jacked, right? Yeah. He's lithe. He's sharp as a knife. You know what I mean? And then when you go back and you look at all the this is like an Indian thing, right? But you look at like the Mahabharata in our mind, all the depictions of all the heroes, none of them are jacked. They're all lithe. You know,
they got muscle. I mean, like
it's not really, right? If you I'm talking about old depictions.
Okay. Because the Mahabharata, my Mahabharata, there was like Arjuna was looking slick.
Maybe, right? But he's never going to be like jacked.
Right.
He's going to have some musculature, but very lithe, very thin. And what are their skills? I'm an archer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like precision. Yes. What do I do before I let loose the bow? I do a mantra.
Yeah.
Right? So this is like becomes a nuclear bomb.
Well, they have one who's like a wrestler. What was the brother that was like
Bhima.
Bhima, right?
Bhima, yes.
But Bhima was secondary to Arjuna.
Yes, exactly. So Bhima was intemperate too.
Right. So they look at his strength as like something to be like harnessed but not ever led by, right?
And Bhima is out there fucking rakshasas and stuff, you know? Yeah. He's fucking like ghouls and stuff. It's like this guy doesn't have any self-control. Arjuna has the control. Perfectly controlled. And perfect drishti. Perfectly locked in.
They definitely look at Bhima like a sort of like, oh, this guy's an oaf and we need to make sure that he's like in our purview, right? Yeah. Americans definitely love the Bhima.
America's big Bhima energy. Yeah. And that's what I want to point out to all the Indians who are listening. Don't look to like the big brawny guy as the model for masculinity. No, stick with the brown, the desi Indian model for that, which is lithe, sharp, has it up here, riz, totally self-composed, totally self-possessed, respect, self-respect, and then just executes with total competence.
You want to see real Stone Cold.
Exactly.
Don't look at Steve Austin.
No.
You know what I'm saying? And here's the thing for all the brown incels that are all like, no, they want the big boy. Okay, so this guy, right, who just won, right? He has Riz. He's going to get a lot. I don't think these incels realize how hot brown girl nerds are or how hot Asian girl nerds are. They're hot. They don't even need to take the glasses off like in the 80s. They put the glasses on, they're hot. And they all love fucking smart motherfuckers.
I know, they do.
Look at Magnus Carlsen's wife. Just get in there. She's fucking gorgeous. Dude. Yeah. And it's like this guy, the Riz, the chess Riz, the spelling bee, another brown guy won recently.
Of course.
Clarisma or something like that. He just destroyed that. Bro, these guys are going to get laid. So stop thinking that it's like the Rogan set, Brendan Schaub's dumbass. They're not out here. There's every direction has a groupie for it.
Yes. So do yoga. You don't have to do like I need to eat tons of the protein is important. Okay, Indians do eat too many carbs, and that is the thing. We need to chill.
Stop eating dal.
Yeah, no, keep eating dal.
Oh, dal is
just
not
put away the chawal. Put away the rice.
Just
you know. The dal is good. That's the protein, you know. Yep. But just stop with so much rice.
It has not that much protein.
Not as much as we would like, of course, right? Have the protein, but don't have chapati and chawal. Okay, don't have the bread and the rice.
Yeah,
you know, we don't have to go full Italian with the shit. You know,
I think
Italians are getting a workout. They're beating their wives after that. You know, you're getting your ass kicked by your wife after that.
That's what the brown aunties be looking kind of good. You know, even the ones in the villages, they're kind of muscular and they got like they got
big forearms, dude.
Woo!
They get big traps too because they're always carrying things on their head.
I definitely love a little fucking sweaty brown auntie from the village.
A little
you know?
little brown Shrek.
Woo!
Just rolling around.
DreamWorks right there.
Smacking clothes on rocks.
And I'm like, make me the Rock. Because they got like the little sash tied up. They're all fucking juicy.
But that's the whole thing, right? Gukesh, she's probably going to marry like a solid 7.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And what's wrong with that?
Nothing. He's just trying to keep the mental eugenics going on. You know what I mean? That's like what it is.
Or like meet like that bronze medalist Indian shooter, right? Then you got like the vision plus the vision.
Right. But you see, these are all classical world ideals too, right? Where it was like, remember, even in ancient Greece, the reason that all the statues had little dicks is because they're like, no, big dicks are vulgar and that's a sign of stupidity and lack of composure and all that. Yeah. Right? Instead, this is a guy who's just perfect musculature.
You know what's funny is that
a 2-inch dick.
They never, we assume.
No, and that's the idea.
They never met a hard dick on a Greek model. It's always a soft in repose.
Yes.
Not one weirdo was like, no, this one's gonna be rock.
I know. But apparently in like certain dramas, and I forget which ones they were called, they had the performers had to perform within what was called an ithyphalus, which is a hard penis the whole time.
Wait, what? Why?
I don't know. This is something I remember from when I was much more literate, where it was like the performers were all performing with hard dicks.
And then the males all played the female characters, so you would just see like a hard dick.
I bet you Gukesh was playing with a boner. You know?
Dick to V1. You know what I'm saying? Jesus Christ. I see you, knight. I see you castling them hoes.
Oh, my God.
You know? Switch up on a hoe. Throw the hoe away. Bring the hot one closer. Yeah, I've been there, bro. I've been there. Gookie?
Don't say Gookie.
Get that gook on him, you know? Go gook on him.
But man, I look at Gukesh, I'm like, this guy's the fucking man.
I'm a huge fan.
Like that is hotness right there.
Absolutely.
Because I see a lot of stuff like on Reddit, and they're like, oh, I'm getting bullied by jocks on the campus of this college that I'm at. Like, what do I do? It's like, dude, just stay going into the library. Yeah. Just stay locked in.
Dude, the girls get hotter there. Like in high school, nobody hot at the library. Fine. No. College, freshman year, every hot goes to the library studying, struggling.
Yes.
In comes Gukesh with his hunchback, right? You know, fucks a girl and goes, "Give me your hand."
That's how fast he nuts. Okay, in and out, and he gets the job done.
He puts he makes a chessboard on their stomach, and then plays.
Like, you know, he wanted to fucking thump his chest or something after that. Gukesh is the model of Indian masculinity.
Absolutely.
That is it.
The grand mass.
Yeah.
Stir.
It's not the Akshayas or the Khans or this or that. It's this guy.
Put in the ass and grandmaster. He's the man, dude. He really is the man. I hope people look at him as like an actual ideal. And they will, right? But also, we want to reiterate that this guy is fucking hot. Yeah. And he is a new sex symbol. Hopefully.
Can we also just point another thing out about chess, which is that chess is coming back home, baby. Chess was invented in India. Yep. And all the masters of chess are in India.
We had the main guy we had was Vishayanand for a long time.
Right.
He was the main guy. And now this is the new right there.
Yeah, dude. They just built the legacy, though, right? They just built the legacy. He's standing on the shoulders of giants. Now, soon, you and I are going to be in there.
Dude, I feel like we'd be good. I feel like you'd be better, but maybe...
I don't know. I don't think so. I think you'll be better. You're smarter than me.
Whoever puts more time in is going to get good at this. You know who plays a lot? Peter. Peter's also a very good chess player.
Ravello?
Yeah.
You know who also plays a lot?
What's up?
Brett Raybould.
I think we should do this.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll get in. I'll play a game a day at least.
I wouldn't mind trying. I want to get a board.
Yeah.
And just start trying to play. This is going to be like the Elon Trump relationship. It's going to last like a week. You're like, this is fucking boring.
Ew. Where's the pussy? My big brother was really good. I beat him once in my life. I had him on the ropes.
Chess is the move, dude.
It's the true masculinity. You're right.
I love it. It is because it's strategy. It's all there, right? Like, how am I going to defeat?
What makes humans not animals? What makes us the best animals? It's not our bodies.
Exactly.
Because we have no claws, we have no nothing, we have no fur, we have nothing.
Opposable thumbs, and that's the
our brains.
But everyone now wants to look like a gorilla, and I'm like, bro, that's not it. That's not the way.
100%. Because you know what happens is that you get small wins, right? You can become a gorilla, then you get like the dumb woman, and you feel like that's winning, right? Yep. You're actually at the slop level playing with other slop.
Yes.
You're not actually upgrading civilization wise. So
I know.
Lock in, dudes.
Lock the fuck in, dudes.
Arrogance.
Lock in. Joe, where we at time wise?
2 segments so far.
Yeah.
Okay.
All good.
Okay. I think that's good for now.
Yeah. Thank you all for tuning in. Mango Bay News.
We love y'all.
We love y'all.
Thank you. Come again.